I've got the wiring loom out, ready to sort out. We've got it's the front half wiring loom, so it basically goes in as far as the dashboard and stops, and then the rear lights etc. come in over the top of the roof etc. I'm just going to check it out. I'm not putting a new loom in it. The cabling on it's pretty good. It's just all the 55-year-old insulation is falling a bit, so as you can see. So I've basically got excuse me, sniffing, a couple of rolls of this cloth insulation tape. So I'm going to strip all the old covering off and make sure the cables are all good and not broken anywhere, and then just rewrap it. So that's the plan for that. Guys, Saturday morning, I'm still doing my wiring loom. I'm just soldering, I'm doing an alternator conversion from a dynamo. I'm just joining the wires that aren't required from the original control box. Just twisting them together and then soldering them. So. Just going to shrink up the joint. Hoping to be able to get two pieces on just for a bit of double. I do like this stuff. Double thickness of shrink wrap on it, heat shrink. What I'll probably do is mark it up with some insulation tape and then tape it back against the original aluminum cover over it, so that in a few years time, if I sell it or whatever and someone wants to put it back to original, put a dynamo on, hopefully I'll find it and know what's gone on. So. But it'll probably be fairly obvious anyway, so. Do the same with this one, just double it up, over a joint just to be 100% sure. At least that way if my soldering's a bit dodgy, at least I solder it together. Right. I've just got to sort out fuses for it because it's I only ever had 2 fuses, and like a 50 amp and a 35 amp. I'm probably gonna, so I've only got, that's just the total wires that go to the fuses, these ones left. I mean, it's not going to have lots of accessories on it, so there isn't an awful lot of wires, as you can see, so probably only needs 2, but I'll have to think about that. So I've just got a little redundant spur now. Well, I suppose you could call it a spur. Just tidy it up, I think. I think if I don't know, I might double it back against the other ones. It's a bit tight. It's quite chunky cables really to do that with. See what it's like. I very cleverly managed to turn the tape over, that's good. Yeah, that's alright, I'll just stick with that, I think. It's a little bit tidier. So that basically joins the wires that were going to the voltage regulator. There was 2 lives and a field wire. So the light, the cable that feeds the ignition light. Alternators won't work without an ignition light or without that circuit. So it just joins all those cables that were required to make the coils work before. Just join them together. It's worked okay on my Triumph, so we all prefer, well, I prefer alternators, they put out a bit more power. You could have some things on there, Mary can have spotlights and stuff like that, and then some Dixie horns and all that if she wants it, can't she? So, God forbid. Look, I'm bandaging a broken leg. I'm pretty nervous about wiring. I don't like wiring particularly. I don't think I'm very good at it. Which is the reason I don't like it, I guess. Most of the problems I've had with issues with vehicles with electrics has always been down to, or quite often been down to the way the cable's been routed, or we've ended up with dead shorts, potential of fire, etc. So Right, so that looks a bit tidier. Just going on now and work out what sort of fuses. I mean, the classic minis, etc., had pushed together glass fuses, so I might just use those. They're easy to get at. But then you can get spade holders quite easy, so I'll get down the car accessory shop and have a look, see what they do. I've got to buy some more grommets anyway, some new grommets, because some of them are pretty tally. Okay, catch up with you a bit. Bye. Quick note about the colour coding on some of these old Austins, etc., British cars. I don't know about any other makes, so I can't talk about it. But when you're working with your wiring loom, you may or may not be able to see this, but it's all cables. Most of the cables are all black, but they've been covered with the cotton wrapping, which has got the colour on it. So of course, like this one here, it's pretty manky and dirty, so you've got no chance of seeing what the colours are. It's a good idea if you're getting it cleaned off, not to rip all the wrapping off first. But if once you've spotted what colour it should be, like this one's a white with a green tracer, mark it up as what it is, and then you've got a chance later on. Just decided to it's a 30 amp cable. I decided it's a bit late now, but I'm going to add this to the original cable, which is quite a small cable. It's about 16 amp, so I've got plenty of space in the cabling for current draw. So I'm going to solder the terminal on. This was the alternator terminal, so I'm going to solder the terminal on after I put my heat shrink on, because I keep forgetting that. I'll have it doing that. Old age, I reckon. And then we'll have plenty of capacity in the cabling then for the alternator. And if we want any accessories, this cable will basically run back. The brown one, the additional one, will run back to the battery via the starter switch. I've just uncovered this section. This is just a better look at that colour of the wires I was muttering on about earlier. It's still got the cotton covering, but you can actually see the colours of this one, so we'll go ahead and mark them off when we get to the bottom anyway. Okay, that's the front half loom done. Achieved what I wanted to do, which is just to tidy the loom up. Checked it all over for any problems with the wire, and there isn't any. I've got my new alternator cable soldered on and heat shrunk, and I've got my original control box area taped back, joined where it needed to be and taped back out of the way and tidied up. So I'm now ready to get the fuse holders in. I've gone for these fuse holders just for simplicity, really. There is only 2 fuses on the car. It doesn't need any more at the moment, and if I need to put some more in, I'll run more in. Doesn't have a fuse box, so okay, so catch up with you a bit. Well, I've got wiring loom mostly in place, sort of roughed in there in the engine bay, and connected up to a few items here and there and fed in the right places. I want to start putting the clock back in, etc., because they're sort of fixed points, and I don't want to start tying it up against there's little, the little bent tabs that are up in there until the fixed points are in, so that's what we're up to now. So we've got the dashboard in and the clock's in, and some of the fixed switches and stuff, then we can start locating the cable back up in where it should be sitting. Okay guys. Okay, well that's it for tonight guys, that's as much as I'm going to get done tonight, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow.